Hey guys, hope you had a good Christmas. Christmas is over. And hey, we're back with Chibi. Yeah, we're in a Chibi Reviews.
It's technically part 3. I mean, there's also supposed to be part 3.
Technically part 2, I didn't actually post.
Yeah.
But I am posted it. So yeah.
Getting out of hand. Like, I didn't edit this, by the way. This is real. Like, this is actually a real panel. The black boxes and everything on this panel covering Ruka, this is actually legit. This is what an official company that is licensing the series is doing to the manga. And I cross-checked the English release, the official English release, with the Japanese RAWs, and these black boxes are non-existent. They do not exist in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
They are completely gone. You wouldn't even know the chapter censored. But if you go to read it legally in other countries, for instance, let's say in the West, you're greeted with this. And you're probably wondering, which company is responsible for this? Well, K-Manga. Now, this is not the first time that they have censored manga. I have actually talked about their censorship about a year or so ago. But this is really the first time I have personally encountered this rampant...
Okay, so what's K-Manga?
Wait, is that what you said? K-Manga? Wait, do you know what this manga is right here?
I know what manga is. It's Oh My Girlfriend. It's a way from my girlfriend.
Oh, right, girlfriend. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter in this case. It's just that
I'll be honest
this is manga.
And this is why I think it's a problem. Look, the United States of America or whatever country it is, like, this is kind of an abomination to do this because I'll tell you why. It's basically, if you are a child and you encounter this because they're trying to protect the children and stuff like that, but here's the thing. What if you are 18 older, right? You're just trying to look at a manga, right? And then you see black boxes, like, censored. Like, this is crazy, right? Like, what if you're an adult trying to read this?
Yeah, why we have censored manga now? Come on, man, guys, we can go to school, we can go on anyhow. We search up manga, you can go on anime list, and yeah, there's manga, free censored. They censor in the bookstore and give up. Why? Because right, but they can't censor online media.
And here's another thing as well, because, like, it's not like, I would not expect a child to be reading this, right? Because pretty sure that whoever's reading this is over 18, right? They don't want to be seeing black boxes all over her, right? I mean, like,
watching anime at 16, you have to be 18 to read this.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you're like the legitimate mature age for reading this, like, you don't want to be seeing black boxes. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're watching.
You would go to a different manga store, like, what's it only manga store that just censors deep like bodies. I need
and here's the thing, honestly, like, United States of America, depending on where you live at, the places getting anime is very limited. Like, I live in Georgia, right? It's very limited on getting this kind of stuff on, so you have to go to, like, the right place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because if you're in Japan, like, you would get, like, uncensored 18 plus manga. Like, they have a whole section for 18 plus manga and anime stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they allow that stuff there.
Yeah, so somebody says, why are we censoring manga? Also, what's K-manga? What's K-store?
I don't know, honestly. I might take a guess. I don't know if that means Korean, but I don't know. I think I'm wrong. I think. Oh, no. K-manga is the name of the website to read manga on.
Okay, store. It's a website that is for websites in the West. Oh, thank God, it wasn't fucking for the West. No, we will be the bell for the West. Oh, you guys must have sucked so much for years. The people were like, oh, yeah, we're in the West. How do we read my fucking censored? Yeah, that. But I was fucking.
So, do you know Kodan? They're that publishing company.
What?
No.
No.
Okay, basically, they made this first for Japan, okay? They made the website just for Japan only. But then because of the global market, they extended to like United States of America. So basically, the United States of America or the other parts of the world, they have their own subsidiary part of this company where they are in charge of censoring content for other regions, honestly. So when Japan made the website, they never censored it for Japan. But what in the United States of America, that subsidiary, the people that work for the United States part of this company, they censor this on a Japanese website. So yeah.
Amount of censorship from their company, especially when you look at previous chapters of Rent a Girlfriend, like last chapter, for instance, that definitely, if this is getting censored, why didn't that get censored? And I'm just like, there is clearly whoever is in charge of this is very selective with what they want to censor, but their actual, like, I guess, terms
but
of how they censor content is very loose. Like, they just pick and choose what chapter or what series they want to censor on a given week. Like, for instance, a chapter comes around and they're like, you know what, we'll let this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be objective on this because I know some things around Girlfriend. I know there's controversies with Rent a Girlfriend. I know, but the thing that doesn't make sense is, as much as Rent a Girlfriend can be controversial, there are scenes that are not controversial, but they get censored. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all of Rent a Girlfriend is controversial. Like, I'm just gonna be objective because I know there's controversial things with Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah. So it's really interesting to me why to do this.
Like, I get the controversy, I get it, but like, here's the thing: we have once again, I always use this as an example. We have Black Souls and like these other anime games, right? They have. I could say they could have controversial things, right?
Yeah,
I'll be honest, and that stuff is not censored. So like, this should not be censored either. I'm just saying, it just makes sense, honestly, because they are mature people all around the world that just want to be, when they want to look at Japanese media, like manga, anime games and stuff, and they just want to see the uncensored version, right? They don't want to see it censored because they just want to actually.
Also, I will tell you, there's actually a kind of tradition in that, because I play a bunch of games like My Soul's probably by now. Couple with the same RPG. Some of them are censored. I don't think My Soul's was originally uncensored. I think it was censored and then it got wants to patch. Because there's some new Japanese games that came out.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of related to like
those are
what Chibi Reviews saying in the reviews, more of these games coming out, and because of the whole censorship issue, their game censored because they were saying the whole protect the children and all that crap inside that, and it's just ridiculous because
let's say Rusty in a bunch of
that right there
or something. That game's on Steam, but it's been I saw the game and I got really many dollars. So that comes with the December 15th. So it makes you think, how long has that game been in development for? And then suddenly it's on Steam. It's interesting because now it seems like December they just dropped it, but at least in this girl, it's in next Steam still
because if you remember
it's very hard to get
one of the last videos, we were the thing where they were saying, he was talking about there was a game with, a woman going back and honestly, and just because of that alone, they not allowing Steam. And I'll be honest, I don't even think that game was inappropriate nature, the one that they were showing in the video. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's not like the ones you're playing. So it's just kind of stupid. But they didn't allow that.
But I didn't think Rusty's Village
on December 13th,
on Steam, and that's exclusive.
This month.
Yeah, so that means Steam is allowing games. Some of them are slipping for the radar, but it's very hard to get games.
Yeah, you just have to be like very kind of sneaky, honestly.
It's
So, like,
just-
kind of slip through the cracks,
Yeah,
honestly, to get
yeah,
in
get
there.
your ass, get.
I'd have to, like, disguise
Yeah,
things or something like that,
get
or
them
something, I
out,
think.
Yeah, get it past
Yeah.
the radar.
Like, I think that's the only way to do it, honestly, to be honest.
Slide. Next chapter comes with probably less content with it, less risque content, and they're like, you know what? We gotta censor this and make it basically an entire chapter of black boxes. This is completely unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. I don't
Yeah,
see what's
because
the point of that.
I mentioned this before, like, even if Rent a Girlfriend has controversy, right? Even if it has controversy, I think all it knows is that Chibi Reviews is saying that there are chapters that are actually not that controversial or inappropriate, but they still put black boxes in the entire chapter for no reason. Like, I'm gonna be honest, maybe it's probably just her just, you know, not wear like, she's probably just wearing, like, the bra or something like that, and that's it, and but she's not doing anything, and it's still do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that does not really make sense. I mean, she's not even doing
Yeah,
anything
like that's just so
inappropriate.
common. Like that's so common. Like we're in the age where people just censor manga now.
Yeah, it's like,
come
what?
on.
It makes no sense.
You all censor anime, but you censor
Like, that's
manga.
the original
That makes
content.
sense.
Like, I'll be honest, Rent a Girlfriend, original author, like, they probably were intending to, you know, write and draw it the way they wanted to. They really wanted to be censored. You know, they did it for a reason because they wanted to make it the way they wanted to originally. Original author.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way they wanted to. It's meant to be
Acceptable. And
censored.
I would like to remind everybody, this is not a pirated version of Rent a Girlfriend. This is a real legal reading version of Rent a Girlfriend. If you were to pay for a service to read this series, you would be greeted with this. And I want to also reiterate this. This is not just a Rent a Girlfriend problem. This is what K-Manga likes to do with a lot of their manga on their site. They do this continuously. They bought.
Yeah, so the black box
but you know what's crazy?
we saw more shit on this manga.
I'm just gonna be honest. Like, imagine for Christmas, you wanted to read Rent a Girlfriend manga, right? And this is what you see. The physical manga version of Rent a Girlfriend, and this is what you see. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Imagine you were trying to get the Rent a Girlfriend manga, and this is what you get, right? That'd be crazy.
And some parts of it, she's a fucking black box.
Yeah, especially as a Christmas gift. Like, you don't want it to be censored.
Why what the fuck?
Yeah. Once again, it's the manga, not even the anime. This is the manga we're talking about.
Magic Key, what about it go? Came on, oh yeah, I'll get his office worker do my shit. Okay, censor that. But give him black box.
Like imagine an entire chapter of black boxes. You won't even see the important parts of the manga, honestly. Like how you can barely see anything else. I mean, you can see our face. What else, right?
But that doesn't make sense. Wait, how you getting
that's it. You can't even read anything.
When your body you right once you get a physical copy, you wanna read that shit. They had black boxes.
Exactly. And this is actually why I say this is when we get to the point where I just want to go to Japan and just get the actual original uncensored version. Like, go to Japan, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so
certain panels and completely hide things, and I'm just like, why even license a manga or even get the rights to a series if you're gonna do something like this? Because there's a lot of ways to look at this. First off, it's disrespectful to the consumer, because if you're paying for a product, you should get the full product instead of like 80 to 50% of the product. You expect the full meal, the full product laid on the table before you, not half of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You're buying into the Switch. You don't want a broken. You don't want a broken ass Switch. You want the full prime. You don't want half a Switch. You don't want chocolate bar Switch. You want
True, right? Or actually, I'll be honest. I know this is a very strange example, but like, you don't want Nintendo Switch 1. You want Nintendo Switch 2. Because of the online membership is different.
Why is it? Oh shit!
It's not that it's broken. It's that the online membership does not work on 2. You have the all membership on Nintendo Switch 2, not the one Nintendo Switch 1.
Yeah, was he buy a membership and then the membership says, oh shit, we're actually gonna give you half of the membership. Well, it's only us a week now.
Yeah, that would be crazy, honestly. And actually, imagine, right? I'm not saying this actually happened, but like, if someone got a Christmas gift and they wanted, actually, this is a really better example. Imagine you have a Christmas list for all the things you wanted, right? You didn't even get half of the things you wanted, or you only got half of the things you wanted, and then you have to wait the next Christmas to get the other thing. Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Because the chef or whoever's curating the food decided, oh, everything needs to bend to their worldview. If it doesn't bend to their worldview, it needs to be instantly censored. And I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, there's never been a better indicator to advocate for piracy for manga than this right here. Like, I'm just gonna say it like it is. I'm gonna be completely real, okay? I keep it real here, and this definitely causes me not to get sponsorships and work with official companies, but I keep it real here. I would never support an actual company that is this blatant and obvious with their censorship. Why pay like a subscription service or manga service or whatever, or any service, to blatantly censor something like this and to basically say you as an adult are not allowed to look at this. You're not allowed to look at legal content because whoever is in charge of this manga.
Yeah, reasons you know ask me, hey, you buy a roadhouse.
Yeah, it's not like, once again, it's not like children or minors are reading this. I don't even expect that children or minors should be reading this. Like, the majority of is adults. It's for adults.
Like, I swear this censorship is another thing related to Roblox. I didn't get adults to see how.
Yeah, and the thing with Roblox is that next year is supposed to be the verification thing, starting 2026. You know, for everyone to be at least 18 plus, hopefully. To do voice chat, don't use your parents' credit card. I mean, your parents' identification, and then still slip to the cracks. Do not do that. Use your own identification. Because if you use your parents, that's not you.
Like, if this is related to the whole Roblox thing, I don't know, that'd be crazy, because just a couple days ago, I saw Google thing, and Google was asking me to verify how I get my ID and do it twice. Like, I'm sorry, Google accounts. AG, that was like, wow, I have to.
And I'll be honest, Google of all companies is crazy, because, like, that's, like, the search engine, and, like, you can't search things, and you gotta verify it's crazy.
Yeah, but you have to verify in such a Roblox.
I mean, well, we already knew about that, honestly, but here's the thing, though, like I'm saying before.
Yeah.
If you are under age of 18 and you're using a parent's identification card to verify, you cannot do that because you need to be using your own identification card, because you can't be faking your 18 plus to get voice chat and using your parents' identification card. Right? It doesn't make sense, honestly. You need to use your own identification card.
Kids, I know why you want to
exactly, because I'm gonna hope that when after verification happens that everyone talking in chat is 18 plus. If you are not 18 plus, it's because that you use your parents' identification card. I'm just saying, because like you should not be talking on this unless you're 18 plus. Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Manga licensing or whatever feels like it's going to offend a lot of people, so you cannot see it. And I'm just like, I looked at the rules. I looked at the rules of the chapter. Yeah, there is some fan service and different go on within it. That's explicit. I'm not going to act like there isn't. But it doesn't show anything, technically. It doesn't. It does not show anything. It's implied, but it doesn't show anything. And the fact that they went this hard in the paint to paint the entire chapter pretty much with black boxes is ridiculous. That's crazy. There needs to be more people commenting on this, and I feel like a lot of people are letting this slide because it's Rent-A-Girlfriend. Because it's Rent-A-Girlfriend, people are just not caring about it, or they don't want to talk about it, but this is very much what I have been talking about. You can't pick and choose what you want censored or not. Because if you allow something to be censored and think that it's never going to come back and hit you, you're dead wrong. Censorship hits everybody. And if it can happen to Rent-A-Girlfriend for something like this within a chapter, this can happen to, for instance, My Dress-Up Darling. Easily. 100% could happen to My Dress-Up Darling or other manga.
Yeah, it works. It can't happen to just about any
Yeah.
manga, and that sucks. Right, it didn't personally affect me how I manga. But, I mean, this can come back to, this can eventually come back to
Anime.
anything. I mean, things
Or
are being
game.
censored. We don't need that anime. This can, yeah, it can, more people want to see the manga, but they
Because
don't know
I
what
think the
manga
reason
they can
the
compare
manga
to. Yeah,
part
it's
is because the anime is based on the manga. So if the manga is censored, then there's a high chance that the anime part of the same scene will also be censored. I think that's why that part is important, honestly. But the other thing I also want to say about this is because, like Chibi Reviews is saying, like, because like I mentioned before, I know Brand Girlfriend is controversy, you know, but despite the controversy though, they have to realize that if this has happened to like Brand Girlfriend, this could potentially happen to other manga, anime, games as well. Even if it's Brand Girlfriend, right? I get the controversy, but this is still censorship. In the end of the day, it's still censorship. And Jury Reviews is saying that throughout Brand Girlfriend, it's not even explicitly saying that, it's the fan service. The fan service is like not like you can notice it, but it's not like, oh, they don't say it is. Like you guys gotta figure it out.
On their platform.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say here is that this right here is bad. K-Manga gave us an absolute pile of dog shit that actually they should feel ashamed for.
Yeah.
Nobody should be paying for this service for blatant censorship. This is disrespectful to the consumer.
Right?
This is disrespectful to the artist. This is disrespectful to the offer.
Yeah.
And once again, even if you dislike Rent a Girlfriend, you don't like anything about Rent a Girlfriend, you don't like the offer or whatever, it doesn't change the fact is that you don't do this to someone's art. And I am very curious if the offer, if Japan is even aware of this. I mean, you want to know why I'm curious? Because I have seen where there is a lot of people within Japan that have become shocked to find out what is done to their anime or manga when it is taken overseas.
That's crazy.
I mean, recently there was a whole controversy with AI dubs, and Kadokawa went on record literally yesterday saying they were...
Okay, so I don't know if he did a video on this, but basically what he's talking about is, do you know the anime Banana Fish? Okay, basically the controversy with that is because they dubbed Banana Fish on Amazon Prime, but here's the difference: they use AI dubbing of that anime on Amazon Prime, and that's got a lot of controversy. That's the first official AI dub anime on Amazon Prime, and there's a lot of controversy. Like, that's crazy. Like,
damn.
The AI dubbed it.
So
They did
what
not
I want to say is,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I think I would say is that I think he's absolutely right. It's a fragment of the offers, right? Because it's a real copy that is offers. Sharing is basically sharing copies. It is his own work. It is disrespectful to the consumer. It's disrespectful to the author.
And the artist.
The offer's awesome. And the artist, like you can't do that shit. Like, don't censor. They made that. They
worked hard to make that.
They can not be able to see
a
now.
bunch of years to make it.
Yeah, so not be able to see. Yeah, not be able to see the scene. It's just.
I know,
fucking
right?
Stupid. And if I was Japan, I would arrest the people who did this. You know, I would tell. I get wording. Holy shit.
But say something about what I was talking about though, because I thought that was interesting that I had to do.
Oh, I have not seen that video. I hope it's the latest video from his former
No, it's not a video. I don't even know if he made a video on it. But basically, the controversy is that the anime Banana Fish was dubbed on Amazon Prime, but it was AI English dub. So they English voice actors to dub it. They got AI to dub it, like with probably like 7 labs or something.
That sucks. Why is it Amazon? I didn't even have anything in it. I didn't even have any
but
Amazon
isn't that crazy though? They didn't even hire English dub voice actors to dub it. They strictly just use AI.
They got AI.
The Japanese to English.
That's crazy. Yeah, I never heard about it.
You can't do that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Crunchyroll has a team of English dub voice actors for a reason. They're in charge of voicing the lines in English. There's actual real people to do it. You do not need to rely on freaking AI to dub Japanese to English, because
Yeah.
the only reason I'm mentioning that this one
Does it look really
is
bad?
because
Really
they could,
bad?
any anime that does not have an English dub, they could just sit with AI, and that would be crazy because there's real people that could do it.
Yeah, sounds crazy. Brandy and Dave's probably shitty
Yeah,
anime.
but you
Amazon
have to
such as a
realize that
company,
no matter
so
what
yeah,
the anime
they
is,
can
like
go
this
fuck
could happen
themselves.
to any anime. That's why I'm only mentioning it. Like it's not the anime.
Yeah, it's gonna happen to
It's
any
happening with
anime,
it.
but
Like the dub version, the AI dub. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's one anime. So far, we're good. I don't think AI has anything to go for.
I don't want AI to take over anime. Like you have freaking
Yeah, that wouldn't
for
happen.
AI.
We're not that case.
Just, copywriting
Yeah.
the original anime and just
So I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
What the heck?
We're completely unaware of what Amazon was doing with their AI dubbing for like No Game No Life and Banana Fish, which really indicates that a lot of these.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it happened with No Game No Life?
Inside about that.
The AI dubbed No Game No Life.
Don't worry
There's no
about that.
way.
I will
What?
wait to that.
I did not know the AI dubbed it. There's no way they did No Game No Life. They didn't get English voice actors to dub No Game No Life.
No, it's okay. We'll come back. We'll come back to that. I don't have any information on
the AI dub No Game No Life anime.
Japanese companies are not clued in on what these Western companies are doing with censorship or going out of their way to change things and not even inform the Japanese companies. It's really disrespectful.
Exactly,
and this is a very good case for that. Like, it is extremely disrespectful, and there is no business even reading this series legally if it's going to look like this. Just straight up. Now, there is a few other things I do want to say before I wrap this up. I strictly want to talk about this chapter. Chapter 404, I'm going to be honest with you. Chaos. It is pure chaos, and it is shocking what actually happened, and I feel like a lot of people that are talking about the chapter, not talking about the censorship, they're not seeing the bigger point of view of what really happened. A lot of people are going to be quick to call Kazuya pathetic, and yeah, he's still pathetic, but what Ruka did in the chapter, she is 100% at fault. And even if we didn't want to say 100%, I think she's 98, 99% at fault, because what she did to Kazuya, she SA'd him. Yeah, she straight up SA'd him. She did. 100.
What the fuck? But why should I kill you? They that's the board guy.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking
I don't change a board.
Wait, do you know about this Ryan girlfriend?
No, I mean, guys, season 4.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. Hold on.
Episode 1 of an
I think that rest is might be about that.
Damn it.
So if you don't want to see that you don't have to see the rest of the video because
I don't give a
they don't want to see the rest of the video.
I'm
pretty sure it's just gonna be talking about this. Because I think we already got the main part of this video, which is that the whole manga being censored. I think everything else is gonna be about Ryan girlfriend at this point. Which honestly, I don't know the whole controversy. I know the controversy, but yeah. So yeah, but that's that one actually. Well, after this.
What matters to post-university people? People who can post want an online.
Oh my god.
The
That's the Japanese guy that talked about the that things should not be censored. Remember I brought up this guy a while ago? It's that same guy.
Bad news, but today I'm going to be the bearer of bad news. There's a lot that's been going on lately with the EU and the UK when it comes to the censorship of the internet. It's a topic that I've talked about considerably on the channel for the last few months, and I feel like it's time to sit down and talk about it because things are...
Okay. EU is the European Union and UK. This is happening in Europe. And I went to Europe, and you know the vacation I'm going to? I'm really going back to Europe again.
It's all part of you.
I have to go back to Europe again in May. Oh my goodness gracious, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what that is. So, yeah.
Starting to heat up in the last few days. First off, we need to get into what just happened today and how people are reacting to the overall news. So this is a very well-known politician in Japan commenting on the situation with the DSA, the Digital Service Act, that the EU has recently passed and is in effect. For those that need a brief rundown, basically the DSA in the EU is more or less censored. It will force multiple platforms or the entire internet to implement age verification, face scanning technology, and pretty much more or less spy on everyone.
Okay, so you know how I was in Canada, right?
Telling me shit. This is crazy.
Okay, no, listen. It's important. It's actually something to tell you. So you know how I was saying the hotspot was the IP address was in the United Kingdom, right? So I was trying to access Discord on the hotspot, right? I couldn't even access R.not server because they want me to age verify. I want you to let that sink in. That imagine when I go to Europe,
that's crazy.
I'm trying to just look at R.not server, right? And I have to freaking age verify. I can't even see anything. Is that crazy? Like, imagine what sites I cannot even access when I'm in Europe.
That's
pretty crazy. I'll probably still be able to talk to you on Messenger, but I won't be able to access R.not server in Europe, right?
That's crazy.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was just trying to tell you that because, like, now that this is happening, when I go to Europe, this is probably gonna happen, like, the whole age verification thing. My family doesn't even know about this going on.
Accesses the internet, and so it's obviously not good. It's an invasion of privacy, and the EU and the UK and a bunch of other governments around the world are more or less saying the reason why this type of stuff is being implemented is to protect children or think of the children. And I've said this over and over again, but it's very obvious it's not about that.
Like,
it's more or less just about censoring people.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about the kids. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. They don't give a fuck about the kids.
Freaking Roblox. Like, it's a children's platform. If it was for the children, then why are you not protecting the Roblox children? That's my reason, right? We got, like, the whole, you know, situation.
Yeah, let's be honest. Society's entirely fucked with this new generation.
Alpha, I know.
Like, holy fuck. Like, the generation dumb shit.
True. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy.
Generation was get the fuck on my iPad and play whatever the fuck I see on the internet.
Roblox games in this day and age are trash, bro. Like, there's not a lot of good Roblox games.
Oh my god, that's garbage.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, at this point, I might either completely stop making Roblox videos and just go for different games like visual novels, anime games, and other stuff. Because, man, let's be honest, one's like me.
The Roblox community,
like, what am I post?
I mean, yeah, I know people are making videos on the public games, they're kind of trash. They're pretty trash, though. I mean, the Roblox games are pretty trash. I would never want to, like, make a video on it. Like, at least the anime games have something that I actually like in it, you know?
Yeah. I don't think this is completely related to Roblox, but Roblox started this whole shit.
I know,
Let's
right?
be honest.
I mean,
we need more lawsuits.
Basically, right now, because this is infecting Europe, that means when I go to Europe in May, this probably has already happened. I probably won't be able to access Discord, probably. I might not be able to access sites, or I might be able to, but I have to verify, honestly. I'll probably be able to still use Messenger, but I won't be able to use Discord, probably, which would be stupid.
Yeah. Stupid.
Stopping you from having wrong think, and also just completely silencing opinions if they disagree with the current in power government at that time. But let's get into the main topic, and let's talk about what this politician from Japan is now talking about when it comes to the situation. The EU has announced that it will impose a fine of approximately...
Wait, what's a politician?
Okay, well, let's just say, in the Japan sake, he is trying, this Japanese guy is trying to prevent censorship. Like, he's a good guy. In this sense, he's a good guy. But
Okay.
But are also politicians are not good guys because, like, you know, the United States of America, it's not good. United Kingdom, Europe, it's not good because politicians can also do bad things. But this guy, the Japanese guy's a good. The Japanese person's a good guy. He's trying to
What makes him a decision?
so that you know there's good people and bad people in the decision. That's what you need to know for that.
Oh, okay, but who's Paul? Who's Paul and why is he a tissue?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, but you already know this Japanese guy is the good guy right here, right? Yeah, but the United States of America and Europe, they're not the good guys because they're trying to do censorship on the internet.
$21 billion, which is
Especially
$141 million on X, aka Twitter. This marks the first official violation determination under the Digital Services Act, which regulates SNS and other platforms. The reason cited includes changes that allow anyone to obtain paid verification badges, therefore eroding trust, and refusals to disclose certain data to researchers. The United States is strongly opposing the move, with Vice President Vance issuing a warning. The intensifying EU internet regulations.
Oh, wait, the United States is actually opposing the whole censorship.
Crazy, but okay, before he says what this probably means, I want you to realize the first sentence. The EU, so the European Union, Europe, announced that they a fine of listen, how much money? Approximately 21 billion yen on Twitter. That is a lot of money for a fine. And this is Europe. They opposing, and listen, they're doing a fine in Japanese currency, not even European currency, not even United States American dollars. Japanese yen.
I'm so confused. The Europeans are the bad guys. And the Europeans are the bad guys. Why are they pursuing?
Also, why in yen?
Also known as Twitter.
Isn't that just kind of targeting?
Kind
of targeting Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even euros
or
United States American dollars. It's yen.
Why are we spending men on American companies?
This feels targeted towards Japan. Right? Isn't that kind of I
don't get why are they even suing? Why are they gonna go against Elon Musk?
Yeah, like why is Europe doing a fine in yen, right?
It don't make any sense. Like, what the fuck are you gonna get paying that much money?
No, but what did Japan do in this situation? That's the real question. They didn't do anything. What surprise! United States of America is actually
for overseas countries, including Japan. More or less, to get to the gist of it, this issue with the DSA from the EU that's affecting all of the EU, not just, let's say, UK, is now affecting pretty much a bunch of countries, all the countries around the world. And it's really crazy that one law for an entire, section of the world is affecting everybody, and they're thinking that they can kind of rein in the internet and censor everybody if they say the wrong thing. And you can kind of wear the original post here from JD Vance, which I'm going to pull up here. This is what he said yesterday and in the afternoon. Rumors swirling that the EU Commission will fine X hundreds of millions of dollars for not engaging in censorship. The EU should...
That's actually crazy. What? I'll be honest.
Yeah, what's he? Okay, so why are we paying on $1 million?
I'll be honest.
It's an American company.
I'm surprised. United States of America. By the way, you know this is the United States of America guy right here. I'm surprised the United States of America actually is against it. I'm surprised after all the censorship thing going on. I mean, I'll be honest. I would go against it too. But, it's so crazy.
Why are we going
or
so
not
engaging
in censorship? Like what?
Companies? Are you nuts to go up on the store and get a censored book?
So the crazy thing is that
according
to Chibi Reviews, he's saying that this one law in Europe affects the whole world. Like, that's why I was like, what? One law in Europe affects the whole world.
We reached Colorado yet, so I don't have to worry about it. But if we reach Colorado, I will be pissed. Well, no, this is just starting a couple countries.
Now it's affecting the world. It has already affected Europe.
Fine, but
which means when I go to Europe, it's already gonna affect when I'm there. Like, Europe's already been affected. I already knew this because of Discord. They already made me try to age verify with the hotspot from
Like,
the United Kingdom. They
oh
already
yeah,
did that.
like,
I
what
already
the
knew that
fuck?
already. Like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say nothing against Europe, but imagine living in Europe in this time and day. Imagine, right? It's worse now. Look at what happens if you're trying to be on the internet in Europe. Like all the Europeans out there, all the British people, the YouTubers, because I know there's a lot of British YouTubers.
Not attacking American companies over garbage. So, more or less here, this was before the information came out earlier this morning, but yes, Twitter is getting sued because they're not handing over data, your personal information to the EU and allowing them to spy on you. And this type of, ruling for the DSA is pretty much more or less hitting every single site. Any site that is online is most likely going to be getting hit by the DSA from the EU. This is kind of very similar to what happened.
That's crazy. Okay,
what's
it's
the DSA?
it's like Digital Something Act. It's a law that Europe now it looks like they passed it, and it first affected just Europe, but now it looks like it may affect the whole world. So any website may potentially be affected by this in the future, and anywhere in the world. This is what this means. I'm just.
That's crazy. We can't watch.
Yeah,
because it's censored.
And we already know the whole thing with YouTube is just stupid. I mean, if you were under the age 18 and you were just casually watching YouTube, right? And then you have to age verify to watch YouTube, right? You're just watching YouTube, right? Because remember that situation from months ago when your account was hacked and you couldn't even watch YouTube on your original account or something. Remember to keep me honest, like that's what I'm saying.
That's what they do. They take down your whole account. Tell how you keep it. So your channel is a channel comedy.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid because
my Google account.
It is. Thank goodness your YouTube came back. And the strikes are almost gone.
Yeah.
January 3rd is when it comes back.
Yeah, it's so hard to wait.
Yeah. So we're getting close to that at least.
Yeah, which is good. We'll start making videos on January 4th.
We're almost to that point.
January
3rd, January 4th is when we'll come back.
But the 4chan, if you remember about 2 months or 3 months ago, 4chan was hit by, a lawsuit and all that, and 4chan's like, we're not going to comply, we're American, screw you, and we saw kind of where that went, and we'll see where that goes with time, kind of ticks on by, but the point of the matter here is that J.D. Vance and probably Trump and all of them are aware of the ongoing situation with the EU, and even if you dislike politicians, you dislike Vance or Trump or whatever, Republicans, Democrats, whatever, the point is, it's being talked about, and I think that this is a very important thing to discuss, because it's very obvious that it's a bad situation. Censoring free speech.
I'm just surprised the United States of America is actually against it. Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
I think more people should be aware that this is a bad thing.
I don't think that you would fuck about that, man.
Like, you know what that means on coming back to America, right?
Yeah, it means we'll want to
like, you know who I'm talking about, right? You know who I'm talking about? Remember when I was at Walmart and I got mad? This is dolls on stage, talking about dolls and stuff. That's the head of dolls. Who am I talking about? Just tell me. It's obvious. Who's the person that's head of the government in the United States of America? It's obvious.
Got a drunk?
You know who I'm talking about? President.
Bitch, I don't know. I don't know. I don't play guessing game. Yo, the president.
Yeah, like he is actually against this. That's why I'm surprised.
That's great. That's crazy.
I don't really like
creative freedom within art and games, everything is completely unacceptable, and that is what is clearly going on here. Now, I'm going to be honest here, Twitter is not a perfect platform. It definitely does have some things that are a problem, but it's definitely the closest that you could possibly get to, people just expressing themselves freely. Once again, I'm not saying it's perfect. It's definitely not. But I think that the fact that you have the EU really just trying to hammer down and reel in X really just goes to show the inherent issue here, that it's not about protecting children, it's stopping people from being able to communicate and say what they want to actually say. And so this entire fine that they're trying to do just goes to showcase the priorities, that they don't actually care about kids. Now, it doesn't just stop at that. We need to talk about how we got here in the first place, which is the EU chat control.
Not really like Twitter that much.
Which is basically more or less the EU wanting to spy on everybody's private messages. For instance, let's say you're on Discord and you're messaging your friend privately. They're able to spy in to see what you want to do or what you're talking.
What? I will be honest, I heard about something about this.
Yeah, bro, why did you want to spy?
I just didn't know like what that meant.
Yeah, why do you want to spy? Why you want to spy what I do on my phone?
Yeah, but that's crazy though. Like, and I thought that's a crazy thing.
Why did you can't legally do that?
Isn't that kind of stupid though? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the example that
is stalking.
Imagine you're on Discord, right? You're having a private DM, right? Yeah, but it's kind of stupid because, like, it's the government in this case. Like,
oh my, yeah, that's just stupid.
Like, it's like, you know, it doesn't make sense, honestly. If it's a private DM, it's private for a reason. Yeah, it is, honestly, because there's a reason why DM is private.
Hey, dude, you want to go get some coffee later? You know, they're seeing what you're doing. Or, you know, you're saying, hey, man, you want to play this game later?
You know how you're sending those, you know, those images and stuff like that? You want to see certain images, like if they were stalking you on that, they would see that, and then you would get blamed for that. And it's
I don't want them.
Discord.
I don't give a fuck what people see. Okay, you can think where the fuck you want about me. It's too sad saying certain messages about an 18. I'm conversing with other 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Can you fuck
and
off?
like, what if you're on you know, that anime Reddit? Remember that the certain one for the images, right? It's not your fault. Like, if you want to see that, you want to.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy.
Today, or you want to go watch this movie or something, they're spying in on you. And this is more or less what the EU is trying to do with their chat control as well, which is reaching closer and closer to being fully passed. But there has been some regulations that have been removed, but things that also have been added in to basically force in age verification and age assignment measures, and more or less you have to verify yourself every few months to be able to access.
The security's are required. Okay, how are you saying all of that? I should cut this doesn't go to messages or Facebook. What's fucking me so pissed? I'm being spied on by the government.
For those that have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they think that's what that means.
The government, but it's here.
Oh yeah, we used to use WhatsApp, but we don't use WhatsApp anymore. Wait, hold on. The sentence says if though. It could affect Messenger. I don't want it to though. Because it says if secure messaging platforms like Signal, WhatsApp. That might include message.
There's always something called encrypted messages.
But I don't want it to do it for messages. Like, what if I'm in Europe, right? Which I am, and I'm talking to you on Messenger? I won't be able to talk to you then. Unless I verify myself. I mean, it's fine, but
there was a thing that appeared about a week ago to where you will need to age verify yourself if you live in the EU and the UK.
I know, like, you need to like kind of like hope for me when I'm in Europe that I don't not get affected by this. Just if I'm not able to contact you just because of this or here.
You have to age verify yourself like every 2 to 3 months, which is ridiculous. It once again showcases that
2 to 3 months
about more or less protecting children.
Because
wait, hold on.
Verified yourself. Why would you need to continue?
Okay, so if you read this, isn't this kind of like familiar to what you have to do for Google? Like it says live capture self-reflex video.
This is exactly what I had to do. This is exactly what I do for Google. What
Chibi Reviews just said you have to do this on Google every 2 to 3 months.
Are you kidding me? I had to do this in a couple months ago.
There's like saying Google Play Store is mandatory if you have an Android phone. Well, thank goodness you don't have an Android phone. But still, like, if I still got that. So, like, what?
Obviously re-verify yourself. It's more or less saying like, oh, we just want to make sure we know what you're doing at all times, and you know, if you're here at this certain location at all times. It's very clear it's meant to spy on you and know what you're doing at any given time. It's not a good look. And the entire situation with the EU is just
like, imagine you're like browsing the internet at night. You want to, you know, do, you know, what you want to do, right? And then in the end of the day, you're spying on you, and then you get blamed for it. It's not your fault you're looking at what you want to look at night.
Like, how do we even stop what people make me say how to synthetic work? I mean, all I
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, it's just stupid to be spied on. It's just like, it's just like, everyone is their own person. They have their own rights to look at whatever they want to. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. If they look at it, they can. It shouldn't be blamed for
getting
looking
worse
at
as
something
time
else.
goes on, and this is affecting a lot of countries, by the way. This isn't like necessarily just a EU problem or a UK problem. There's stuff going on in Australia, which is about to be hit by a lot of stuff going on. You know, the United States as well is also experiencing a lot of things with the COSA Act, and there's a lot of sites and stuff, or a lot of states within the United States that are passing laws to force age verification on certain sites.
I know about that too.
And, you know, it's not good. It's definitely a sweeping effect. It's getting a lot worse, and it's getting out of hand, honestly. And I've said often already when I make these videos, it's kind of weird all this is happening at once. Like, you have a bunch of different countries that are all in the Western world pretty much kind of pulling a China and trying to censor the internet or stop people from saying the wrong thing in their eyes. It's not a good look, and it feels like it's just more or less all connected.
Yes,
Once again, call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but it is weird. But,
it is. But it's not just weird, it's actually bad, because this affects everybody. It affects everything in the future, honestly. And, like, imagine you're just doing normal things, watching YouTube or something, and you can't even do that. Well, imagine just searching something on Google, and you can't even do that.
Just what these guys using tracking system? What are they just saying? Oh, this is how they define criminal now. These happen to be doing the thing.
Yeah, and remember that whole entire thing with the art video when the person was arrested for playing an adult anime game in a totally different country. But still, though, like that's just ridiculous, because it's not like he was doing anything illegal. I mean, it happened to just be an anime adult game on a computer, which there's a lot of those out there, and they're fine. I'm just saying, in general, okay.
Issues about 5,000. There's like thousands of them. Yes, thousands.
There's like thousands of those. There's a lot out there.
So, you can't be arrested for everyone.
Yeah, because, like, in terms of, like, you know, games to the United States of America, Grand Theft Auto. Imagine getting arrested for playing that. I mean, there's a lot of things in Grand Theft Auto that can be considered legal. No one's arrested for that. Like, that's an example of Grand Theft Auto, honestly. So,
overall, to get to the bottom of the situation, EU right now is coming after social media sites. They're trying to sue them. They're trying to get find them and sue them to comply, to give over your data. And right now, X or Elon Musk is trying not to do that. And even, the vice president is commenting on the situation, which means that there is definitely going to be a fight against this. And honestly, what I think is going to happen, if I had to take an educated guess, either A, the EU is going to back off from doing this towards X and try to go after a lesser fish, smaller fish, or this is going to cause maybe X and a bunch of different sites to branch off away from the EU and the UK and segregate the internet, which...
That's...
Segregate.
Well, okay. I will say, if that theory is true, I think that means, IP address wise, if you do not live in Europe, you will not be affected by that law. But if you are in Europe, you will definitely be affected by it. I think that's what that means, honestly. Like, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
That's what I was saying.
Because then, if you're not in Europe, you don't get affected by it. IP address wise. So, I mean, but it would be bad to do the segregate thing for this. But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Europe kind of started this part of it. It's like, pretty stupid.
Yeah. This guy is stupid.
Definitely
like,
something that I have.
This is what you don't want to your goddamn
or continent. In this case, the whole entire continent.
I've talked about already on the channel, that there's probably eventually what's going to happen. You're going to have multiple sections of the internet completely split off from each other because of different country regulations with censorship. And so, like, there's going to be a different version of Google, a different version of Reddit, a different version of Twitter, a different version of whatever site you want to go to be able to access the internet. And it'll be just more or less different regions of the internet, and it'll be completely different from a different other country. That's more or less what I think is going to happen if...
Yeah, that would still be kind of crazy, though.
Like, different, like a different version of Discord. Discord's gonna have to go for
wait,
shit.
I think I understand
I can't even see you over that.
I mean, okay, this is kind of a strange example, but you know how, like, on Roblox, there's, like, those certain, like, chat games for different countries? I think that's what is being implied. Like, Discord will have the one
so just in Australian Roblox. Wait, watch what we're looking at Japanese Discord.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Japanese Discord would be interesting. Japanese Discord would be interesting, I'm not gonna lie. But like, I mean, if it does come to that point, I will say at least if there's a different version and it's just for that country, like the United States or whatever, at least we don't have to worry about Europe anymore. At least we cannot worry about it getting censored because Europe is out of the picture in this point. I'll say that. But it's just gonna be kind of crazy
because that's the only, I guess, option at this point. But I'll leave it at that. I wanted to talk about this, get everybody up to date with it, because a lot has been going on, and as this situation continues to evolve, I will talk about it and fill you all in what's going on. But right now, bad news. It's not really good. I mean, it's very clear it's getting a lot of recognition, or a lot of people are becoming aware of the situation. I mean, you have, like, for instance, JD Vance talking about it. Once again, even if you don't like the man, you don't like Trump or whatever, the fact that they're talking about it is good news. It means that there is going to be more people's eyes on this situation, and it's not going to slide under the radar and slowly erode people's rights and privacy with everybody being unaware, or the main general population being.
Yes, that's
I'm going to be honest, because you already know my stance in the United States of America, but as long as the population of the United States of America knows about this, that's a good thing, because they need to know that this is happening, because this is important, because the internet will be compromised if they do not know about this. They will not realize the future of the internet and what will happen, you know, to our internet rights, honestly. This is actually important.
So it is good news that it's being talked about, and I'm doing my part to spread this information for more people talk about it and become aware of it. So yeah. But I'll leave it at that. If you enjoy content, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. Please leave a comment on the video. It helps with the algorithm and more people to see this video and to become.
What? That video? I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that video appear, I was surprised. I'm like, that knows I'm talking about. The black purple one. Like, what?
Yeah. It was like Rage Bay.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
Hi. Here we go.
One thing I've noticed about football fans is they all talk.
Wait.
Shit, let's be honest.
Oh. Well, okay, wait, before we play it, let's read this.
Let's build a quiet faster, but for some reason my face like plays on.
Ad-supported stream service on December 31st, 2025. This serves a lot of people without a subscription to watch and aiming for free with ads.
Free ad-supported streaming service on December 31st, 2025.
Yeah,
This service
Oh, it
allowed
ends-
people
it
without
ends at
subscription
the
to
end of
watch
the year.
certain
This is
anime for
something, yeah.
free on Crunchyroll with ads. Well,
Yeah. Wait, oh, okay, I understand what this means. Okay. Okay, it means those that wanted to watch it with advertisements cannot do it. That means they have to pay for the Crunchyroll subscription with no advertisements. That's what that. Imagine! Imagine paying for Crunchyroll. We got High Dive, guys. We got High Dive. I mean, High Dive. No, that or High Dive. Don't forget High Dive is an option, guys.
It's
Yeah.
funny. My night is option is way cheaper from what I know. I think it's like $5.99 or something. It's better than Crunchyroll.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, so
guys. You will not
it's
be able
like,
to watch
this is
certain anime for
silly.
free with advertisements anymore. You have to
I'm
pay for it with no advertisements.
I'm sorry that. I'm sorry that.
Cheapskates.
I'm sorry about the basement drawers, Yankee. Oh, almost evil. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you went kids are leaving.
I called it. I knew it. And I think everybody honestly kind of saw this eventually happening, but here we finally are. This is the consequences for Crunchyroll, or in this case, Sony, having a monopoly on anime in the West. Yes, they have some competition like High Dive, Amazon, and Netflix to an extent.
No,
Netflix, my fucking
I'll be honest with you.
that was that good.
Even Amazon, Netflix, they are the bare minimum right now. I mean, they both have limited selection. Netflix and Amazon got limited selection on anime. They are the bare minimum on this situation. The two anime streaming services are really Crunchyroll, and they're kind of the main monopoly one in this one. High Dive is the only other option in this case. High Dive is the only.
So you guys
High Dive.
bet you never have to worry about. I never have to worry about it. Don't get it. If I can buy a tablet, then she switch. I'm gonna have to save up for a little bit.
But overall, it really is a Crunchyroll-dominated space. When it comes to very overwhelming popular series and what becomes trending or talked about in the West, usually the anime is on Crunchyroll to some degree. And with Sony buying out basically a lot of different competitors, for instance, buying Crunchyroll, buying Funimation, buying Right Stuff, and probably setting their sights eventually on Viz Media and maybe even kind of putting High Dive out of business, it's just going to get more and more apparent
I do not
that
want that to
Crunchyroll
happen.
has a monopoly.
Do not put High Dive out of business.
Yeah.
Do not put High Dive out of business. We will never have another option.
That is the new Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll cannot keep
Oh yeah, wait.
They cannot
Tell
keep
everyone about what they did on Crunchyroll. The things that. Tell everyone that.
They only have One Punch Man on there. They don't have Naruto
IQ
and
Dub is
Dub on
not
there. They
on
don't
there.
even have Bleach on there. Yeah, I did that. And basically you have to go to High Dive or to Netflix or something.
And then there was a certain anime that only had Hindi dub. Hindi.
Hindi, come on. How do you only have
Not
Hindi dub?
English.
I'm so sorry. You get
Hindi.
not English. It's not English. It's dub, but it's not dub. It's Hindi. Oh, and this is gonna get me excited. No, anyways, I just can't wait to see what this guy has to say.
We kind of expected this from Crunchyroll. I'm not gonna lie, honestly.
I expected Crunchyroll to do some
look at
dumb
this.
shit like this in
End of the year.
2025. We're near there.
It's
over anime.
Oh, the
And they
free
are
ad
so
for one.
entwined with even production of some anime in Japan that most likely causing even a lot of series to get censored upon the production stage of just the initial stage of creation. But before we go into that topic, the point of the matter is we need to talk about what this is, what this means, is it good, is it bad, what does this mean for the future, and how does this affect those that don't even use Crunchyroll. So first off, this entire move from Crunchyroll is more or less a systematic effect of the monopoly that they have, because at this point, Crunchyroll doesn't really have any competition. Like I already pointed out, High Dive main direct competitors, and they're not doing so. Just be completely honest, they have a lot of their series being taken away from them and being bought and licensed by Crunchyroll now. I believe Oshinoko is getting taken away from High Dive, which is a pretty...
Wait, go back. I gotta hear that one more time. Hold on. No way.
Crunchyroll now, I believe Oshinoko is getting taken away from High Dive.
No!
What?
They're taking Oshinoko away from High Dive? No! Hey, season 3 comes next year.
And it's okay.
No, don't take Oshinoko away from
Why
High
you
Dive.
Crunchyroll?
No!
How do you still be a Crunchyroll?
Which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I mean, hold on, who's done? I mean, Disney Plus,
they've gotten in the last few years besides gushing over Magical Girls. But the point is that Crunchyroll removing this feature is eventually going to probably cause prices to rise and get exponentially higher. Like, let's give a good example of this.
Yeah,
think of Netflix. Think of Amazon. You know, a lot of different subscription services. I believe Disney does it as well. But they start raising prices. They say they need to raise subscription prices by $5 or $10, and eventually, as it gets astronomically high, they offer you a cheap deal for a lower cost, but you have to watch ads with the said episodes or movies. And I feel like that's more or less what Crunchyroll is designed.
Okay, so I think I know where this is going. So, because Crunchyroll removed this feature, right? That means they can keep increasing prices of their service, and they will never give you the option to watch it for free with ads. That means there's only going to be an expensive option for Crunchyroll.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not that expensive. It's only
I know, but they're never going to give you
the
free ad-supported service anymore. They're only going to give you the...
Why would we want to watch ads when you can just buy the freaking Crunchyroll thing? Like, who cares? Honestly, who cares?
Like how other streaming services do it. Because Netflix does it where you can get the subscription with the advertisements, but Crunchyroll doesn't have that feature. So basically, you have to do the no advertisements version.
That's pretty good. I think that's basically that's as good as it
as you mentioned before. What if you're trying to watch a certain anime? What if you're trying to watch Haikyuu, right? And you want to watch the dub version? You can't watch the dub version on Crunchyroll because it's only in subtitle version. That's the problem. You pay all this money and you can't watch Haikyuu and you can't even watch it. So that's the problem. Or if you're trying to watch Crunchyroll and you only have the Hindi dub version, and you don't have the English dub version, you only have the Hindi dub version. But you do not speak Hindi.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like, come on.
Like, really, it's a push to eventually have a subscription tier with ads being supported, and if you want to get rid of the ads, you're going to have to pay a higher subscription fee, which will give them justification to raise the prices even more. Because this is what effectively happens with a monopoly. If there is no competition, then these companies can more or less do whatever they want, gouge and get as much money out of a rock as they possibly can, and that's...
So basically,
yeah, and honestly, High Dive is competition, but unfortunately, they're not too well known by a lot of people to even consider competition, but it is competition. It's just, it's very hard to compete with Crunchyroll because they're really, really big company right now. So High Dive will be the next Crunchyroll, maybe. I hope one day High Dive becomes the new Crunchyroll.
I believe it'll be the next Crunchyroll.
One day we'll have to,
100%.
It'll take time.
More or less what they're doing. They are now pushing forward, trying to make as much money as possible, cutting off free access to the site, and forcing people to pay a subscription. And I'm going to be honest here, you can quote me on this, clip this, whatever you want to do, but I see in the next year, maybe 2 years, Crunchyroll is going to add a paid plan that has ads associated with it. And it's going to act like it's a deal because it's cheaper, but in reality, if you want to get rid of the ads, you're going to have to pay an even higher price.
Kind of ridiculous, though. Okay.
Some people, I know some do that, but I can't.
Wait, you know what's stupid?
The fight is great. Do not have ads.
So imagine you have 3 options, right? You could do the one with the advertisements, but you still have to pay for the service, or you can literally pay the one with no advertisement, but it's higher. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it shouldn't be that much more. But like, who really wants to pay cheaper? But
Honestly, it doesn't
honest,
matter.
right?
It doesn't matter how much you can still be paying
I mean, is it really
$11
that much more?
a month.
Not really. I mean, think of
It's not.
Netflix,
It's only
right?
$10, like, bro.
Same thing.
Yeah, like, Netflix
Then you are
but
currently
Yeah.
with a premium subscription. So how does this actually affect everyone?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it affects those that have tried to legally watch anime. I know this seems like kind of a crazy thing, but there is people that legitimately, despite all the issues with Crunchyroll, people will go to Crunchyroll to watch anime for one big reason: convenience. If a lot of your titles are there all at once and it's there,
That's
not
I mean, I'll
true,
say
though.
this. If you are a basic anime fan, you have not watched a lot of animes, and you just like, hey, kind of watch like Jujutsu Kaisen or something like that. Yeah, I would say maybe for convenience you do. But let's say you're watching an anime, you've been an anime fan for a long time. You watch 100 something animes, and you just want to watch something new, right? And you're trying to find where it's at, and it's not on Crunchyroll English dub. Like, and I believe a lot of people in this day and age have seen at least a lot of animes at this point. Not every anime is on Crunchyroll. Like English dub.
Sorry, I guess he doesn't just be the basic fan, but the Omega fans, man, we will go. The attack, the captain, the talkers, where to go for the next big stand?
High dive.
Yeah, like that basically Crunchyroll has a get you on the top animes, and then the rest of them are inside.
Yeah.
Yes, Crunchyroll was where you're gonna get to see the new animes and stuff, but you have to wait for that to be good.
Exactly. Because I'll be honest with you.
High Dive is gonna have it in dub. See the Crunchyroll does.
One funny example. Imagine One Punch. Okay, One Punch Man is the noble example right here. Oh my god. Imagine trying to watch it in dub on Crunchyroll. And you cannot, because there's that glitch where it disappears. And then new season is... Oh my god, One Punch Man is a noble example. Holy crap, right?
It's just not there. It doesn't really do. It's not there.
Doesn't it like disappear or something?
Yeah, it just does this like body, come back and disappear, and then he piles everything, and then it never goes back because it's dangerous.
It was just season 1, by the way.
A lot of issues with delayed episodes or translations, subtitles not appearing, and all that. When it does work, it is a little bit more convenient than a pirate site sometimes. That might spam ads your way. But now that Crunchyroll is doing this move, I feel like this is going to incentivize more people to pirate anime, watch more pirated versions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you should do
that. From a objective perspective. I mean, if there's an anime that you cannot watch legally on Crunchyroll, and you would have to get fun doing that, I'm gonna be honest. There's no other way to watch it, so you would have to watch on there. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, I can't watch on Crunchyroll, the dub version, but I can do on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if it's like that situation, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Of anime, because those that were using the site in a legal way to watch this will no longer use the site. So that alienates a big chunk that could be potential customers to just go to pirate sites, because if they're already watching it for free, they're not going to want to pay for the service, so they're just going to go to like any big major pirate site to watch what they want. So the main point here I'm trying to get is that Crunchyroll is alienating a chunk of their potential customers, people that might eventually buy a subscription for their service, is now being forced off their site to potentially go and watch a pirated version. That's kind of a stupid move on Crunchyroll's part.
Yeah, in their perspective, it does seem like that, honestly. But like, it's not like we didn't expect it coming.
High Dive.
This whole entire year, we've already seen what has happened that they've been doing. One Punch Man being one of the most notable examples. Like, they didn't have the dub version. They had season 1 and 2 disappear for some reason, and it came back. I don't know why.
And it makes me believe that they're more or less moving away from that system, because there's a lot more money.
The dub version side that, because like, that's what I'm saying.
to be made you just directly, paying for a subscription service. And I feel like they're going to double dip into this, like I already mentioned. They're going to add a certain tier of subscription that's going to have ads associated with it. A bunch of other companies are already doing this, so it's most likely going to be the case. And it's going to, once again, reinstate that it's going to be inconvenient for people to use the site, because it's like, why?
It is. But like I said before, there's no major
it's just stupid.
So they're kind of unsure what they're doing. Honestly. They're just doing whatever, honestly. To be honest, because and that's what I'm saying. If HiDive becomes new Crunchyroll, when they become bigger and everything, more people know about it, then Crunchyroll will have no option but to fix their whole everything, honestly, to stay relevant, honestly, because if HiDive becomes more popular than Crunchyroll will have to step up their game.
We'll have to take up what they've done.
Why would I want to be spammed by ads from an official service I'm paying for when I could just go to a pirate site, have some ad blocker, and just go watch it just fine, and it has the same quality or sometimes even...
What?
Oh, you already said?
Reinstate that it's going to be inconvenient for people to use the site, because it's like, why would I want to be spammed by ads from an official service I'm paying for when I could just go to a pirate site, have some ad block?
And that is true, though.
Does that the same brain blow? How do you want to hit me when you've been doing?
Okay. It depends on how comfortable you are. I'm usually comfortable because I do it in my bed, or I have my blankets and everything. I can do that. But I will be honest, in the perspective of if you're watching from your television and you have to use like a legal service like Crunchyroll or like HiDive, that's when it's the problem.
I don't care.
Because you can't really
I can afford it. I'll afford it soon anyways.
the pirate on your television.
But once I start getting paid and stuff, I'm gonna start investing and invest my money.
Yeah.
HiDive. I'm all for HiDive. Wait on
and just go watch it just fine, and it has the same quality or sometimes even better quality than what Crunchyroll has to offer. So the big point here is that this is a real questionable move by Crunchyroll, but it makes sense because of the monopoly. They can afford it. They can get away with this because no competition means you can nickel and dime people.
Or did HiDive? I'm not saying that. I'm pretty sure Chibi Reviews knows about HiDive, but HiDive is still competition. It's just it's well known by a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. When I first found out HiDive, I was like, oh, when I first found out I was and it didn't go by the base, I was like, oh, never mind. But then I understood. Okay, HiDive is my next thing. Like, damn, it's gonna get up. I just know what it is.
As much as you want. It's a really sad day, honestly. This affects a lot of people, thousands upon thousands of people. I believe there is a lot of people that have used this service and watched legally through this for many, many years. And now that's going away, man, it's kind of a bad idea.
They probably would have to buy a room. They don't have to do that. They just go to HiDive.
You know about it.
Just pay for it.
Yeah, but I will be honest. I mean, I see what Chibi was talking about. Like, I don't know the numbers honestly, but I know a lot of people, mostly United States of America, have watched through Crunchyroll, and this is gonna affect them big.
This is kind of anti-consumer and just pushes people way down into the darkness of the internet. But Crunchyroll is always a company that does a lot of bad things and stupid mistakes, etc. Now, there is one thing I do want to talk about, which is a rumor at this time, and there is no official source I can use to back this up. But I have talked with someone that is an insider, in the industry that is associated with Crunchyroll to a degree, and I'm not going to name them because I want to keep them,
Anonymous source. Okay,
right. Well,
I got you.
Like, it would be a very bad thing if their name got out there. But they told me that Crunchyroll is not doing so hot in Japan. And what I mean by that is that
Oh, okay, this is what I did.
Okay, but let me tell you another thing. I will be honest. I think that makes sense. I'll tell you why. In Japan, it makes sense for Crunchyroll to not be doing well there. Because
Yeah.
in the end of the day, Crunchyroll is an American company. They're coming for United States of America. So
Yeah.
I understand that perspective. That it makes sense, honestly. To be honest, I actually have to wonder. In Japan, I wonder where do they watch the animes in Japan? They must have some kind of thing. But it's not Crunchyroll.
Maybe
I
I'll be able to look. Company High Divers, is it Japanese or
for
American?
Crunchyroll?
No, High Dives.
I think it. I feel. Hold on.
That's a good question.
Let me just see. I don't know. Oh, High Dive is United States of America.
Okay, but still, there's a difference. I mean, they never said High Dive so bad as Crunchyroll so bad, so Crunchyroll is not gonna make it, and High Dive.
They'll also make it. They're gonna make it.
Yeah.
They will
become the new
Apparently,
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll is looked upon as a black company, for instance, a company that is not really good in Japan's eyes.
I mean, I will be honest.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
In the Japan perspective, I can see that. That makes sense.
They don't want to associate with them with the bad blood they have with them, how they handle certain things or licensing. Apparently, there is, problems in Japan, and Crunchyroll even had a meeting about a month and a half, 2 months ago in Japan, like some of their executives, with people in Japan, with different studios and companies, etc. And Crunchyroll is kind of being, kind of crapped on by a lot of people.
Because they suck.
It's not like we didn't see it coming. I mean, you got the actual Japanese companies that made those animes on your own their platform, Crunchyroll. I mean, would I be surprised if you guys getting cracked down? No. I mean, they're the actual company that made those very same animes on your platform. Of course, they're gonna crack you down. It's their own anime.
I need the producers. The producers are gonna get a better rights than the actual.
I'm gonna be honest. It's true, actually. I mean, they were the ones that made it. They took a long time to create it.
Because they see the whole people. The Japanese people see, oh shit, this whole one Japanese people just became a successful person,
But the
producer.
Japanese people
It makes us good stuff.
They took time making it.
Yeah, so what Crunchyroll is doing really is trying to make a bunch of pennies on Japanese anime.
Of course, they're gonna get cracked down. I mean, that's not surprising.
Yeah, so people pay and they watch them. So they might watch them now.
Because they're from Japan.
Yeah.
They can understand Japanese. That's why that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're in our country, like United States of America, you would have to watch it in dub version because it's an English version. So the subtitle makes sense in Japan. In Japan, it makes sense. Subtitle makes sense. Subtitle in United States of America does not make sense. We are not understanding.
They don't like them.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe this move is to try to win back over maybe some corporations or companies in Japan, or in this case make more money, because maybe they're not doing as financially as well as we thought they did because of some of the stupid decisions that they have been making. It's a very possibility, and if that rumor is indeed the case, and it's not like, fake or whatever, then obviously I could see some dark days ahead for Crunchyroll, which is technically a good thing for a lot of people. True. Because, I would like to see a non-monopoly of anime in the West, and if there's other content that comes in, I think that's just a good thing overall. That's a net positive. But once again, what I just said here, that brief thing, the rumor, that's a rumor. There is no official source I can give on that or anything like that. But that's at least what I've heard.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
We can take our case up, but I think this is
review it, but I'll leave it at overall, yeah, very crazy decision. How do you feel about this? Did you use this free version of Crunchyroll, this ad-supported Crunchyroll?
No. No, we did not. We did not use the ad.
I always premium. I've never Crunchyroll.
Use the ad-supported.
You need to watch an anime Opry Room.
I know.
Be it halfway. I know. One Punch Man thing. Probably a pop-up or something.
Oh yeah, is like
I don't know what's
are gonna be all our post One Punch Man.
What a
was
year.
about-
Trips, gifts,
One
holidays.
point.
But all those memories come with a cost.
For One Punch Man season 3?
Come back to it.
That One Punch Man
Oh
is
my
using
gosh, I felt
AI
that.
for its art and animation. There's now allegations that One Punch Man is using AI for its art and animation for Season 3. And
That's
before we get
crazy.
into if they're using AI or not, we need to talk about where this conversation began. It started with this post and this post. And since then, it's migrated.
Look at that title.
There's allegations that
alright.
One Punch Man is using AI for its art and animation for Season 3. And before we get into if they're using AI or not, we need to talk about where this conversation began. It started with this post and this post. And since then, it's migrated off of r/1 to Twitter to...
Look what the title says. It's like, look what it says. What? Three? Wait, three? Wait. You just piled a 3 though.
Instagram to TikTok, even YouTube. A lot of people are now talking about these two individual frames from the latest episode of One Punch Man Season 3, Episode 7 to be exact. And for those that think that these are edited or not real, I went out...
I guess you guys have watches or not watches this is taking spoilers, but it's
One
okay.
Punch Man Season 3. I mean,
It's not even technically season. It's not even. It's One Punch Man season 3, also known as One Frame.
well, all those are things.
What they call the same about one top.
What? I'm not gonna lie. I think Mizuki might be a new character. I do not remember her, honestly.
She is, but like, I hope she's not this much
On my way
older.
to
It's just
cross-check,
acting.
it's legit. This is me on Disney Plus with an official subscription watching the official episode.
Wait, pause it right here,
10 minutes and 4...
This is
episode 7.
an actual frame in the actual episode.
No, wait, which is 69? Wait, a person has
Okay,
1, 2, 3,
wait.
4, 5, 6.
If you look in the corner, if this is on Hulu.
Yeah, oh, I know it's connected to Hulu and
It says
Disney are
with your
connected,
Hulu
kind of. It's
subscription.
Disney Plus.
This is an actual
Yeah, so it's
frame.
connected.
You gotta let this sink in. Let that sink in. This is a real frame.
That's crazy. Episode 7?
4 seconds. This is an official art error where you see Mizuki having 5 fingers. So this is not fake. And I cross-checked. This is also a legitimate image, a still frame within the episode as well, around the 9-minute and 48-second mark, somewhere around in there. But the point of the matter is that what this shows me here is that
She's fucking
Okay, well, when he said 5, he's talking about not including the thumb. But if you include the thumb, that's 6 fingers.
my hunch that I made last week is becoming more and more true. There really is no quality control for Season 3. Like, absolutely zero.
Gosh.
It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad.
I know,
I mean,
but listen though, as we all know, for One Punch Man Season 3, how much of a disaster it's been. I mean, rumors that they're using AI can be true. I mean, right?
It don't look like AI. This looks like they gave her 6 fingers.
No. You have to listen.
I get it though.
The reason why it's AI
I mean,
is
sarcastic.
because,
It's sarcastic.
you know Sora AI, right?
Yes, I say
What
this.
you notice if you pause on certain frames is these errors, right? right? And you would think that a company that has probably worked a long time, I'm just only using basic staff and reference, that they would not make errors like this, right? Like, because you don't notice it. That's why I'm trying to say that this could be potential because of the disaster of One Punch Man Season 3. That they would resort to AI to be lazy.
Zero quality control. And you know what first cued me in on this? I think it should have already been obvious prior to that, but it was the situation with Atomic Samurai. You probably saw my video last week when I talked.
I not see you from last week, unfortunately.
Yeah,
now that you
me
think
neither.
about it.
The fact that the top of Atomic Samurai's head was chopped off like that was a massive oversight of quality control, and I was just like, how does something like that even happen? The problem is, it's not just like one mistake. Like, if it was one mistake, I think everybody would just overlook it and they would just laugh at it and that would be it. But the fact that you have consistent mistakes piling up back to back after each other for every single episode really just kind of reinforces there is no quality control for Season 3. It is non-existent. Like, these animators and the team working on...
Okay, the 16 years case, I know I didn't know about it. I read the beam stuff. Okay, the quality that would...
And that's why...
And at least...
We have not confirmed this. This is us.
I think
that we are going to potentially... Well, I mean, it's not going to be a video. We're going to potentially be watching the One Punch Man English dub and just kind of reacting to it, see if it really is that bad that everyone's talking about. It's not going to be a video.
Are working so hard, they can't even go back, and they don't even have the time to even fix these errors or overlook and make sure there is no errors. But somehow they have the time.
The show.
I know. And I think it's not, I think that what I mean by quality, it's not the art style. I think it's the presentation. The presentation is what is the quality right here. It's not
time to censor characters or retroactively censor characters or fix openings. But regardless of that point, the point of the matter is that it really shows that they don't even have time to quality control their own work, and they're just pumping these episodes out and releasing them as quickly as they possibly can. And that rumor and speculation that One Punch Man is being only worked on for the last 6 months is proving more and more credible as time goes on. Now, at this time, I'm just gonna say...
Oh my gosh. 6 months?
But I wish you should know that. Why did they just delay it for another year? At this point,
this has been worked on for 6 months. 6 months.
I guess the 6 fingers equals 6 months. I guess the 6 fingers is a reference to the 6 months of work. That's crazy. And they could only get this far.
And I will say for this video, it's that Season 4 is confirmed 2027, guys. Brace yourselves for 2027.
It's not good. It's not good.
Confirmed as well.
It's
this is actually official too.
1 year for Season 4. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's real. There is no concrete evidence to support this. It's just speculation and fan fury and word of mouth. But there is rumors that One Punch Man Season 3 has only been made in, like, the last 6 months. And, if that's the case, it really does explain just the...
Rumors, I mean, we can tell this is made in 6 months.
More than 6 months. It is not more than 6 months.
They've been waiting way more than 6 months. We're just waiting at least 5 years for Season 3. Come on, man. We're
disappointed. This is the result.
I'm so disappointed. What happened? This is the result.
5 years.
We will 5 years for both of them.
We went 5 years.
5 years to see her 6 fingers. She starts counting down. It's been 6 months since I've been made a character.
I don't think it took 6 months to make this character. It took 1 day.
No, she took a month down.
The entire product is in. Now, before we go any further, I do want to say a few things. Do I think that this error right here and right here is AI. You want my...
Wait, I can see a third one. No way. He wasn't kidding. No.
Take here. I don't think it's AI. I don't. Now,
it's not AI. I think it's a design.
Yeah,
it's not
there could be two possibilities. Yeah, like it's two possibilities. We can't confirm it, obviously.
But I don't think that her having 3 opie and then 5...
Well, I'm not laughing about it when he said it. What was that funny?
I swear, when
Finger Mizuki is actually, you know, AI. I think that this is just strictly an art error. And I think the reason why is because this is a very common art error that happens with artists and animators for anime. I mean, just as of late, like less than a month ago, for those that don't know this, there was a little bit of drama with One Piece. One Piece actually had an episode that aired that had a character have...
They have it in One Piece for some reason, right?
That's crazy. I mean, and that's the thing. They fixed it. They fixed it too. That's the
because One Piece is a more highly regarded series where they want
they wouldn't do shit like on purpose.
Multiple fingers. Basically the exact same amount of fingers as Mizuki, right? And a lot of people went quickly on to say, oh, One Piece and Toei Animation is using AI to create One Piece episodes, when there was really no evidence to support this. It's just, you know...
They're not using AI. I can guarantee it was an honest mistake.
It literally says,
animation
themselves say this is a mistake on their end, and passing multiple quality checks, and there's the sources right here. And I think they fixed it.
Multiple fingers.
Sure
the artist in...
They basically...
Yeah, and I think that's the difference between the situation. One Piece has so much time to check back on mistakes. But One Punch Man's disaster was so bad. They couldn't double check their work. So the errors are still in the final
it's super bad.
No, they made the error. They were mistaken. They made a mistake. And it was not AI or anything used for the scene. And so it pretty much cleared up the entire controversy that the artist admitted, yeah, they made a mistake. They did too many fingers. And that scene had to come out and admit that, no, they made the error. They were mistaken. They made a mistake. And it was not AI or anything used for the scene. And so it pretty much cleared up the entire controversy that the artist admitted, yeah, they made a mistake. They did too many fingers. And this is a very common mistake within anime. It is something that you can just trace back to a very long time ago. There's examples of this happening, for instance, in...
there's no such thing as a perfect episode airing. Even the animes have to go through multiple double checks there to double check it, and usually it really happens. It's a mistake.
They were not able to double check. You cannot double check.
Yeah, I mean, providing them more. The animator will say, okay, let's bust
they
up.
cannot even double check anything.
Episode. No, be like, go on Hulu. I mean, they go like, go the Disney Plus subscription. And they think, okay, yo, the subscription.
No, it's not.
That's not what you know me talking about. Yes, fucking he does. That's one calculation.
I believe there's examples of this happening with Dragon Ball. It's just a very common art mistake. And so...
Dragon Ball. Okay, Dragon Ball's old. Come on, man, they make shit like that. Let's be honest.
That makes sense.
So, for the most part, traditionally, if I was having this conversation about multiple fingers, I would say it's a nothing burger. I would say, why are people focusing on a second or a half a second of a still frame and complaining about this? I would more or less be like, people are being over dramatic. But the problem here is that this situation with One Punch Man is not a normal situation.
It's not.
Yeah, it's definitely not. And hey, we got
Wait, hold on a second.
Is
Is this the most viewed part? There's like a part in this video that's very most viewed.
Oh.
No, you can
No.
see by the red line.
I mean,
Oh, we're almost there. We're almost to the most viewed part. Wait, don't click out. Don't click. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there.
I know.
Let's play some more. Play some more.
Situation with One Punch Man is not a normal situation. I mean, come on, guys. We've all seen it. The overall current state of One Punch Man Season 3 is a disaster. It's not good. It is absolutely terrible. It is breaking record after record in not a good way. It is now, episode 6, by the way, is now rated the worst episode of all time for any TV episode series on IMDb. You realize how insane of a feat that is? It's rated lower than Dragon Ball Evolution.
What?
That's insane. Like, I never would have thought I would see
go back.
Not just an anime.
Go back to that part. That's why that was the most viewed part. No wonder. That makes
the episode series on IMDb. You realize how insane of a feat that is? It's rated low.
Pause right here.
Oh my god, he did that bad. Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
3 episodes. Was it 7? 7?
He's very
The Dragon Ball Evolution.
My god, why is Jenna look so bad? He looks so white.
Wait. How is this?
Jenna looks like
How is Ray worse?
Who's that? That's all I got. This is an anime app.
How?
What?
I'm saying this is currently the worst Ray episode in anime history.
Bro, yes, it's like you lost weight. He has Appa
Oh my
Chin.
gosh, you have to let that sink in. Let that sink in.
Wait, what's going on in Gino's chin?
It's the worst Ray episode in anime history.
Oh my god. So bad.
It's Dragon Ball Evolution.
Boy, yeah.
That's insane. Like, I never would have thought I would see a timeline where not just an anime would go under the ratings of, like, Dragon Ball Evolution, but One Punch Man would fall from grace so low. An anime that has been held up as this king of art and animation when Season 1 came out. And to this day, some of the scenes, or majority of the anime, honestly, is better than pretty much anything you get nowadays. It is absolutely breathtaking and beautiful. And when you take a look at the state that One Punch Man currently is, it has fallen so low. It is like, it was rising towards the sun. It was kind of like Icarus, honestly. He got too close to the sun, and it lit itself on fire, and it fell and crashed back down to Earth. That's pretty much what has happened to One Punch Man. It's an incredibly sad state of affairs, and that's why I'm not really excusing these art errors, because these art errors are very amateurish, and they're building up.
This is not the first error we
not
see
something
about
that is
this.
just happening once or twice. It's multiple times. It is happening consistently over multiple episodes. And at this point, you no longer can just ignore something like this. It's not
the animation, like, who was watching anime, and the animation is just shit.
Alright, like what?
That's why, like, why shit like that? Bro, I wouldn't even want to do these descriptions.
just a simple error. It is now reaching levels of just straight up, it feels intentional. And maybe it is. Who knows? But the art is not good. And I feel like maybe one of the reasons why the art is being...
Yeah. Wait, what?
He said that Chibi Reviews was saying that maybe this was intentional on purpose.
Yeah, maybe the GC staff, or maybe there's maybe the workers are giving it a single file because they're overexhausted and they tried to do this.
Imagine this is time for help.
They're so
becoming like this
Alright,
is probably a
yeah,
few reasons. For one, the animators are spread thin, and if the rumors and theories that, you know, they have only had 6 months to work on the series, that means that they're hard at work right now as I speak, working on the upcoming episodes of One Punch Man Season 3. They're not even finished with it. But it doesn't just stop there. The other point here is that these animators are spread so thin, they can't even quality control their work. They can't even go back to fix things, and since the director is having to storyboard every freaking episode, he doesn't even have the time to do his role as director and oversee the entire project and probably do quality control and corrections. Straight up, he's just too busy having to probably do everything else. And it's just... that's the problem here, is that this situation...
There's so what they
can't double check.
They can't double check, but they show that they are splitting right now.
I know.
Is not something you can just overlook. And it comes a point where it's no longer just a Bandai Namco issue or even a production issue. Especially when you have animators that are going to be working on...
Is it JC team that she was the one watching?
It's the whole entire issue.
Bro, and the Harbor can see it. If this Harbor can see what they're doing, he'd be pissed. I would be pissed.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I really hope the author has seen what happened.
Season 3 of One Punch Man,
there's no way he
outright
didn't
saying
know
that
yet.
they poured their heart and soul into this project, and that you should shut up and not have any criticism. I talked about this already in my video.
They did not pour their heart and soul into this.
They did not pour their
heart and soul into this.
I don't think
Oh my God.
6 fingers was a high move. 6 finger gorilla.
Like,
Yes, I'm not going to retread old ground and say the exact same things I said. But the
Can't.
point here is that if this really is the heart and soul of what they're pouring into a project, yikes.
It's not.
Look, I feel for them being overworked and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I do. But at the end of the day, it is their job. It is their job. I mean,
Yes.
even the animator outlined
Yes.
it's not their hobby or whatever. It's their job. You're getting paid for...
yes. True. You are getting paid for it, no matter what happens. So it's.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Man.
Give me seriously. It's
Half a year
it's really.
for the production part, and we waited 5 years.
Yeah, always.
All right.
work. And, I mean, the only way this would be acceptable is if you're getting paid chump change, which is very likely. They're not getting paid much. And so they're doing the amount of effort that they're getting paid for, which is absolutely nothing or pretty much bottom bin trash tier. Possibility. Very high likely possibility. But it doesn't change the fact that people that watch this can criticize it because it's bad. Not the product.
Yeah.
I'm paying for this, by the way.
I mean, you're basically
I'm
paying for
paying
this
for
kind of
Disney Plus to watch.
And some ways. Yes, as he's paying Disney Plus. I can't see my brother paying for Disney Plus. While I was watching anime, this is the shit I get.
This is what you see.
The dumb business. This is shit. Absolute shit. This is
Bro,
garbage.
this is the reason why we need to make, like,
What is so sorry, you guys not paying for this? That's you guys go to
We gotta see.
Crunchyroll.
Oh my God, we actually gotta know. There's no way.
Well, how did Disney Plus even get this out? Like, there's nobody selling this out. It was like, okay, yeah, this is good shit. Not good shit. This is terrible.
And so, if I am paying, and I am paying for a product,
Oh my God.
I have a right to be upset with the product if it's not. And the product is bad.
Yes.
Like,
It is bad.
it's unacceptable.
It's not.
Completely unacceptable. So, to make a long story
unacceptable.
short here, I don't think that this is AI that a lot of people are trying to say right now. I don't think it is. You can say I'm defending One Punch Man.
I will be honest, I
He's
think
he's just saying what.
Chibi Reviews make sense. I mean, because I'll be honest, if it's actually an artist error, it's actually because of the fact they did not double check, and it shows they could not double check.
I think it's just an art error.
Yeah.
Obviously, this gets into other elements like quality control and stuff like that I believe is completely non-existent. But I don't think that this is AI. However, maybe info will come out and AI is being used, and if so, oh my goodness, they're
that would be crazy.
They don't need that. They don't need that accompanied with all the other drama that's taking place with this series. But I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That will be all. I'm gonna be making part 3. This was actually sorry, this is part 3, but let's go part 3 once. Come back. This on. Tuesday. Oh yeah. Tuesday. Tuesday.
January 3rd.
I'll make one part for this every 2 days until my strike goes away.